Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick review on the Vinix. It's a slingshot made by Davison Slingshots, and you can get it at Omega Slings. So Davison Slingshots. This is his logo here. He does some very interesting custom work, very good work. He uses a bunch of different materials. You can get them in like exotic woods. He uses some micarta. I don't know if he uses G10. He may use G10 also, but he does all custom stuff. So these are all handmade, made to spec. If you want, you can get customs. But he decided to strike up a deal with Omega Slings, or maybe Omega Slings striked up the deal with him. I don't know. But either way, you can get them now over here. He's based out of Indonesia, and you can get it directly from him. But, you know, obviously there's a little bit of a trust factor, I guess, and a delay of getting your packages, because you have to trust that the carrier is going to get it to you from across the world if you're in the US like myself. But you can get them at Omega Slings. Here's the catch. You get them in small batches. So he'll have maybe like 5 of them shipped over to Omega, something like that. And as soon as Mikey and JB upload them to the website, they're usually gone within, a very short time. I was lucky to grab one of the first batches. So I got one of the first round that came out. Right now, you just got to check their inventory. Once they get them, they load them up on the website and they go. So if you're interested in one of these, just check through the inventory. You'll see it. The price point on this is definitely very fair for what you're getting. It's not a production injected molded kind of HDPE sort of thing. So it's not going to be 20 bucks, but it's also not going to be a couple of $100. I feel like he could charge more for what his product is if he so chose. Please don't, because I think right now the price point is fabulous. But he puts a lot of work into them. I've spoken with Harley. Harlay. I don't know how to pronounce it for sure. I've only talked with him through messages, and he showed me a few different projects and models that he makes, we'll say. And he said it takes him, a couple of days to get some of these completed, depending on how much detail goes into them, up to a week for a slingshot. One of the things I've noticed with his is the finish. The finish on a lot of his slingshots that I can see and that he's shown me is just out of this world. It's just smooth as can be. Like, there's zero abnormalities. So there's zero things that you can pick out of this thing that are wrong, in my opinion. I don't know. As far as coming from a handcrafted slingshot, it's not a machine making this; it's a human. And yes, so the one I got is called the Vinix. This is the Vinix here. I don't know exactly what version, but he wrote down all the, we'll say, the recipe, the ingredients on here. And this one is the M number 2. All right, so let's read this together here. So the material made with this, or this made of, man, English, make sentence. I can't even form sentences. I'm like a caveman. So what goes into one of these slingshots, essentially? Rosewood, a little bit hard to read. Burl albizia, and spalted tamarind. Wow. So you can see the differences. All right. On the back side, you got a piece of wood here. On the front, or the middle, you got a hunk of wood, and then on the front here, you have a separate piece. They're put together with pins. See, I said this was an iguana, but everybody kind of made fun of me because it's not. It's not an iguana, I guess. It's a Komodo dragon. That sounds a lot tougher, doesn't it? Komodo. There we go. Is this thing gonna focus or what? Komodo dragon on that bad boy. So that's super cool. He did have some paracord here, and looks like the same style of wood, and he just made a little bead out of that. So that's pretty sweet too. Like I said, finish on this thing is spot on, man. Like, beautiful. It's just super, super smooth. Smooth, not too shiny, but just right. If you're in the market for a slingshot like this, Omega Slings is where you're going to get one quickly, and keep checking back because the inventory goes fast. As far as this one, measurements on it should be at 90. I have shot it, but not much. So we're looking at 90, and then the fork tips apparently are about a 22, give or take. I'm not using a ruler, so it doesn't have exact little millimeters marked out, but we're gonna say 90 millimeter fork width, damn it, and 22 millimeter fork tips. It's got a decently rounded out cup here. It's not super shallow, but it's not super deep. This one you could definitely do brace. I'm pinching the hell out of it though. Finger locks in the middle there. Other fingers go right onto the handle, but this one, you know, just locks it right in because of that indentation right here. So you get a good purchase on this bad boy. I'm gonna band it up with some Omega white. Once again, you can get this at Omega also, if it's in stock. This is a brand new product, guys. Tons of these shooters out here are making reviews on this. I have not done one myself, really. I did a live shoot when I first got it. The night I got it, I cut some of these and I shot it, and I've loved it since, but that's the only video I've done of it. So if you wanna check that out, it is a live stream. But we had a little bit of fun. So Omega Electric White, 0.5 is what I got running through this thing. 22 to 14 taper, and we're gonna shoot 8 millimeter steel. So I'm gonna band this up. We're gonna go outside and see if we can pop some targets. All right, guys, we got the Vinix out here. You can see it out in the daylight now. It looks a lot different, doesn't it? Kind of shining. Look at that detail. It's amazing. Really good work. Davison Slingshots, custom work. Omega Slings, once again. See that emblem a lot better out here now too. Check that out. So anyway, we got a paper plate up there. I'm gonna do my usual 10 shots at it. We're about to be at 10 meters. Okay, now we're at 10 meters. This isn't first shots, but this is beginner shots. I don't have a whole lot of experience with this slingshot, but I have shot it a few times. These bands, I cronied them right before I got out here, and they're sitting at 225 feet per second. Current temperature is about 30 degrees. You can see from here my grouping is not the greatest, but that's okay. This is the first shots of the day, and I've only had 1 cup of coffee. Is that 6? About. So yeah, my group is pretty spread out. We'll call that 8. Nine. And 10. I'm gonna go grab it and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I honestly lost track. It looks like maybe that was only 9. They all were on the plate. I'm okay with that. First shots of the day. I can tighten that group up. I know it. Just give me a little bit of time with it. This slingshot so far is super comfortable. I do have a 40 up there. I'm gonna see if I can hit that at least.
All right, looks like that's 6 out of 10. That ain't bad for early morning, freezing your ass off shooting. But we'll get better as the day progresses. I'm gonna go out a little bit farther and do one more shot. So I'm gonna shut the camera off and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're at 30 meters. Over there is the catch box. I do have a pink lighter up there. I'm gonna try and shoot it, and we're gonna see what kind of success we have or failure. And I'm just gonna let the camera go. If it takes me 30 shots, it takes me 30 shots. If it takes me 3, it takes me 3. Don't worry, if it's 30, I'll fast forward. So the first shot, when I'm shooting distance, I don't ever have it memorized. So that one did drop low and hit the bottom of the catch box. That one made it in. Hey guys, if you like slingshots, go ahead and hit that like button. Maybe subscribe. I got tons of videos. Help support, make the channel and the sport grow. Thanks. All right, we got it. Have a slight fire going on up there now. It seems to have gone out. Shooting distance is a little bit hard for me, but I think I got it in under 15 shots. So once again, for first shots of the day, pretty damn cold. I'm okay with 15 shots to hit a lighter at 30 meters. It's okay with me. It's a very beautiful sling, and you can get one too. Just go check it out at Omega. Thanks for watching, guys.